take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins.
Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tough roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it's going to be second down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. That's how you draw off the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Complete, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bowden. Brought down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
At the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Tua going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A 28-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's Bowden. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, and they'll just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. A slant to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr now to throw. We'll run the screen with Bowden. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful. Incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big, and we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. For one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 28.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 40.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Dances by him. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To Henry Ruggs. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
On the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, here's Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Breida, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Carr going to throw. And that's complete to Lynn Bowden. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeff Heath. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Third down. It's Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That's sure.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on.